Gypsies. Hey, Bluez Gypsies here. Well, we left Rivière de Loup and followed the St. Lawrence River south to Lévis, Quebec, and the hospitality of camping transit. Lévis is a quaint little town that lies just opposite of old Quebec City on the south shore of the St. Lawrence River. Jay had been so looking forward to this spot for quite some time. He got to take his first ferry ride, and we got to explore the historic old Quebec City. If you get any ideas to spark one up, don't even think about it. Old Quebec City is absolutely incredible. The architecture there is really quite breathtaking. Once we arrived at Quebec City, we departed the ship and headed straight to the tram that took us up the side of the mountain to the old historic town. We stumbled on these buskers in one of the parks we strolled through.
Sunrise, there's the morning in your eyes, but the clock held 9:54 hours. Sunrise, couldn't take a sip if I tried. It's the afternoon already come and go. And I say, ooh, 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 to you. Surprise, couldn't find it in your eyes, but I'm sure it's written all over my face. Surprise, surprise, and there was something I could hide. When I see you made it through another day, and I say, ooh, 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 to you. Now, good night, throw his cover down. Ooh, hold me again. Ooh, and if I'm right, it's the only way to bring me back. Ooh, hey, hey. Ooh, 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 to you. Ooh, hey, hey, hey. Ooh, 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 to you.
After several hours of strolling through the town, we built up an appetite, so we stopped by 1640 Bistro and had the most delicious tuna Asian tartare. After lunch, we strolled around a bit more and discovered some incredible murals before we headed back to the ferry and returned to La Ville. After a full day of wandering around the city, it was back on the ferry, heading back over to La Ville. The next day, we ventured back across the river to Isle d'Orleans. This island is known for its vineyards. We visited Isle de Bac for a quite delectable tasting. We also stopped at an incredible fruit and vegetable stand where I picked up the biggest blackberries and red raspberries I'd ever seen in my life. Next stop on our Canadian tour, we headed further down the St. Lawrence to the magical city of Montreal, where we stayed at the Montreal South KOA in Saint Philippe. Everywhere you look in downtown Montreal, you see some of the most incredible artwork, including this mural of Cohen. hell is this? After Montreal, we continued our river journey to the province of Ontario and to Oshawa, Ontario, where we stayed at the Darlington Public Provincial Park. Since we were in Toronto and Rush is one of my favorite rock bands, I felt obliged to check out Lee Lifeson Art Park. No Rush music, you understand. Since we're on the subject of Rush, do you recognize this building? From the Moving Pictures album. Well, the facts about Toronto, Walmart, there's 2 stories, and they have some wonderful breweries there. Last stop on our Canadian tour was to Camp Park Resorts Camping in beautiful Niagara Falls, Ontario. Niagara Falls was the perfect place to end our Canadian tour. The power and the majesty of the water going over those falls is just breathtaking. It's something that I will never forget for the rest of my life. As we were walking down the sidewalk at the top of the falls, I see alongside of the water's edge a flip-flop. I realized, oh, that guy probably didn't make it. Nope. One of the craziest things there is the tourist attraction, the Lady of the Mist, I think it's called. It's a boat ride that takes you all as close as you can get to the fall, right up into the mist. It'll sit there for a couple of minutes and then spins around and heads back downstream. You look downstream and there's 5 more boats ready to take its next spot. While we were in the area, we visited Niagara on the Lake, which is home to many fine vineyards. We stopped by Hare Vineyards and sampled some nice Cabernet. Niagara on the lake downtown is full of art galleries, and close by is Fort Mississauga. Back on the subject of Rush, I happened to find Lakeside Park and the Neil Peart Pavilion. Then we stopped over at Stratus Vineyards from a recommendation and sampled some more Cabernet. On the way back, we also saw hockey great Wayne Gretzky's vineyard. We didn't stop by there, but it sure was a nice looking place.
I love this harmonica. It's very special because a very good friend of mine gave me this harmonica, Mr. Jonathan. Brought it to me all the way from Italy, and now it's even more transcontinental. Let me say that again, transcontinental.
Canadians.
It's a Canadian harpe. Hey, Hoser!